and welcome once again to the 4 weeks of KNITMAS. We've been doing this for a few years, and it proves to be quite popular with last-minute knitters because it gives you a cross view of our favorite projects and descriptions of each. So week 1 is a little bit late starting. We were supposed to start last Friday, but due to voice issues, I'm here today. And I just want you to know that if you wait till the end of the video, you have a chance to win our first giveaway. So that will be shown very shortly. So this week we're going to start at the top of our head and keeping things warm and cozy. We'll go through our 10 favorite hat projects for Christmas knitting. So number 1 is a new design. It is called the Yaya hat. So this is a very lightweight project, knit on big needles, 9mm. You can choose circular or double point needles, worked from the bottom up. Has a very gentle diagonal texture going through it. Very simple hat pattern. There is a matching cowl to go with it. And one ball of the chosen yarn, which is called Funk by Katia, will make a hat and a cowl. So that's a nice gift set for somebody who needs to take the chill off. So we have 2 different colors. Color number 1 is featured in shades of raspberry, rose, into a teal and a black. And the fun thing about this yarn is it does transition from a boucle texture into a thick and thin texture into a smoother texture. So the color is changing and the texture is changing. These look quite large. They are 100-gram balls made in Italy, and it is a blend of wool and acrylic. So very economical. You can make a hat and a cowl for under $20 with a pom-pom, snap-on, or not. So that is the hat. I think I should try each one on to give you an idea of the size. This is a one-size-fits adult. Very, very lightweight. It feels like you're just wearing air on your head. So that is Yaya hat. And the colors that we have are the neutrals, which go from copper, taupe, into a rusty red, and I guess a beige color, and then the one that we've knit up. So 2 choices, 2 projects out of 1 hat. So that's number 1. Number 2, I think I've shown you this last year, and it's just as popular as it was back then. This is called Tromso Hoodie. I'll put the link down below because it is a free pattern on Ravelry. And it's knit completely in one piece, twisted rib, bottom up, and it has a lovely I-cord border which is picked up after. The top section can be seamed, but we usually recommend when you have a straight seam like this just to do the 3-needle bijob, because then you can say it's completely seamless. Putting a little tassel on the top or a pom-pom would be sweet too. And this is featured in one size, so it would be a teen to adult. This is worked on 6mm needles, and it is a combination of our chunky weight yarn and our kid setup. So the colors match perfectly. We've chosen a medium denim with a medium sky blue, and we've used 2 and 2. So 2 skeins and 2 balls. Very quick knitting. You certainly have time to knit it up before Christmas. And this is another option shown in a lilac mist, which is a light bluey heather with a softer sky blue. So you're just holding the 2 strands together on a 6mm for this project. So that is project number 2, Tromso Hoodie. It can be worn under a coat hood or in place of a coat hood, or some of the young people just like to wear it with their sweatshirts, plaid shirts around the house, inside and outside. Very popular. And project number 3 is our cranberry hat. This is a newer one, which we've featured since September. And it has a bauble panel at the center. I'll just bring it up to the video for more details. a little bobble panel with a twisted rib at the bottom, and this is featured in child and adult sizes. It's a one skein project, and it is part of the Muskoka Wool Skates collection. So the actual color that is used is called Cranberry Marsh, and the name of the pattern is Cranberry Marsh Hat. I'll put the link down below. And here we have the color right here. So that is inspired by one of our Muskoka landscapes. Cranberry Marsh is located in Bala, Ontario. And this is an Aran weight, 100% superwash, and it is 151 yards. So plenty to make the hat plus the pom-pom. And if you're not much into making your own pom-poms, don't worry, because you can always buy a snap-on one. And it changes the look entirely. So that is project number 3. I'll put the link down below. Project number 4 is pretty much the same style, but instead of the cranberries, you're getting the Algonquin pine tree. So again, I'll bring that up to the camera so you can see the detail. The pine tree is knit from the bottom up. It's a panel that can be worn to the side of the hat or right in the front, and it has a little twist border, which is a faux cable. And of course, our lovely handmade pom-pom. So this is knit in the Algonquin colorway, which unfortunately I don't have a skein to show you because it's at home drying, but it'll be in the shop tomorrow. But it looks just as lovely in, oh my goodness, it would look lovely in Aurora. And again, this is our superwash Aran weight. This one's called Quietude. It's lilac, blue, and mustard. And our brand new color for the winter, Silver Doe. Silver, sky blue, and some speckles of pine tree green. And this is called Delta. Very bright and happy, autumn tones, very earthy. And Barrens, inspired by the Torrance Barrens. You're getting lots of grays, olive, and gold. And this is Springtime in Bear Cave. It's very vibrant. I have seen the Algonquin hat knit in this one, and actually I much prefer it to the original color. Have to be honest. And Wood Duck Loop, shades of gold, orange, olive, and speckles in pine tree green again. And I've shown you this one, the Cranberry Marsh. So those are the colors in our Muskoka Wool Skates collection. And there'll probably be more added to the lineup throughout the winter months. Okay, so now we're at hat number 5, and that is called Hasty Hat, shown on our little hat stand. This is a great one to knit if you're down to the wire and you need something really quick for an unexpected guest at Christmas or a new member of the family. So this one, you can see we've knitted in all 3 sizes, toddler, child, and adult. It's a 1-ball, 100-gram project, and it's worked up on 5.5 millimeter. You can use circular or double point, and we have the 3 colors shown at the front of the table: the crayon, the earth tone, and the pastels. Just a fun little wrap-around stitch to keep it interesting, and again, the homemade pom-pom. And that, again, you can knit for under $20. I think I've knit, which size? I've knit the child size. So let's see if it fits my head. Well, it's a little bit tight, but gives you an idea. I would say this would fit a child up to maybe 10 years, and after that they should be into the teen or adult size. So that is Hasty Hats. I'll put a link down below for that pattern because it's really fun to knit and quick. And now we're at number 6. Oh yes, our pixie twist hat. This is a favorite hat that we have had in the shop in different yarn bases, in a strand of our 30th anniversary merino, superwash merino fingering, our 30th anniversary colorway, which is called Serendipity, and it's a combination of 10 glorious colors, speckles and tonal. So one skein would knit probably 2 or 3 of these hats, because the secret ingredient is a strand of the fluff. So we have knit it together with a strand of Kidsetta in the cream, and that gives it total luxury. It's a pattern that you can knit if you're a beginner or intermediate. Very simple, and it is knit on 4mm. You can use circular, double pointed, magic loop, or the short circular. And again, you can change the look by changing your pom-pom. So this one is quite popular for the children because it gives the unicorn look, or the rainbow, maybe to go with the new Trolls movie that's out this holiday season. So that is the rainbow. This one is a softer color in the duck egg blue. And then you can also punch it up a notch with the lavender lilac. It changes every time. I don't know if the grays would work as much. That's up to you. What do you think? It's quite neutral, but it doesn't really pick up the colors in the hat. So that is our pixie twist hat, one strand of Kidsetta, which is kid mohair and silk. Whatever color you like, we just used the very neutral color, which will highlight the multicolors in our Serendipity colorway. So you'll get multiple projects out of one skein and one ball. And I will put the link down below for that one. Now we're up to number 7. So we're veering away from hats for a moment, but still in the head covering department. This is our Blizzard headband, and it's knit in the exact same yarn that we've used for Algonquin and the Cranberry Marsh. It's just such a plush, bouncy, superwash merino. It's thick enough to be worn for the winter in a worsted weight, but light enough not to feel too bulky on your head. So let's see if I can get this on. Covers the ears with plenty of depth, and you can have your little top knot here at the center or the side. Great for anyone who has a ponytail hairdo and doesn't really like to wear hats unless they have the opening on top of their head. So this one is knit on a 4.5mm, and it has what we call a lace faux cable throughout. So it's knit as a long strip with an I-cord border to keep the edges from curling. And the secret in the finishing is how you sew your cast off and your cast on ends together. The pattern's very helpful there. It gives you step-by-step instructions. That's Blizzard headband. And the sewing instructions, step 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're done. This is a good one-night project for anybody who likes to wear headbands instead of hats. So that is number 7. Number 8 is a brand new hat, just hot off the needles. This is a new design by Caitlin Hunter, and it's called Sacred Sheep Hat. And she gives you 3 different crown lengths. You can have a slouch hat, a beanie style, or a traditional toque. And again, you can play up the pom-pom angle. I kind of like the black with it. What do you think? Very classic. Or the charcoal. It'd be great if we had a bright red pom-pom. That would just pop for Christmas. And this is the light silver, silver fox. Or no pom-pom at all. The choice is yours. She does give you a nice deep rib, which is doubled in contrast color. I think in her pattern, I'll put the link down below, she's used a nice pop of orange. So if you're interested in doing color work, this is a really fun one. Not too complicated. The needle size is, I think it's a 4 or 4.5. I'll put the link down below. You can see all the information there. Actually, no, I've got the pattern. So for those of you who've worked any of Caitlin Hunter's designs, she does a lot of sweaters with color work in the yokes. So this hat is in keeping with her design aesthetics. So depending on the weight of yarn you use, you can use a fingering, a DK, or a worsted. I chose a worsted because Canadian winters get very cold. So the thicker the yarn, the warmer your head. 3.25 up to a 5 millimeter. So I've used a 5 for my hat. Great style, and it knits up much quicker than you would think. Number 9 is our Timber Ridge hat. So we really have two. Here is the adult version, and here is the newborn version. So you can actually get both of these hats out of one work sock bundle. I'll show you the colors that we have in stock. And this is just a nice traditional toque with a homemade pom-pom. But again, you could always put on a faux fur pom-pom too. This one will take a little bit more time to knit because it is on a 3.25 millimeter. Again, all these hats are worked in the round. There are no seams. And this one is just so cute. So mom and baby, or dad and baby. So the pattern includes the newborn, the baby size, the child size, the adult small, and the adult large. So one of the sets over here includes 100 gram and 2 minis. So to complete the 2 hats as shown here, what I had to do was knit the adult hat. I had red left over and lots of the mane, but I did have to go into my stash basket to find a fingering weight in the cream to knit the second hat. Just because of the ribbing, it is folded and it's double. So here we have the classic color, and these are all hand dyed for us by Timber Yarns in Ontario. Azure green, this is gorgeous. And the red, that would look stunning for Christmas Day photographs in the Timber Ridge hat. And this is pretty pink. And then we have a new one, which is called Peacock Blue. It's a very dark royal blue, but it is still marled, and it's teamed up with the charcoal marl and the cream, of course. So these were intended originally for work socks, and we do have a pattern called Timber Ridge Sock, and we're just taking it one step further and adding more accessories because not everybody wears hand knit socks, believe it or not. The last color is Aruba. It's a blue, and if I hold it up beside the green, it gives you a better idea of how blue it really is. So that is the Azure green and the Aruba blue. Wonderful yarn to work with. It's machine washable, merino with nylon, fingering weight, and again the hats are knit on 3.25 millimeter. And that means we're down to the number 1 on our list, and it is called Rustic Oak Beanie. And again, we're working it up in our Woolscapes yarn, which is the Superwash Merino. It's just the perfect yarn for hats and accessories. 151 yards, one skein makes a hat. And this one includes the child size, adult small, and adult large. It's very stretchy, very deceiving when you see it here. It has a little bit of lace work at the side, and I think it looks awesome with the lilac pom-pom. I'll bring it up so you can see the details. So the rustic oak pattern, twisted rib, and the pom-pom. So that is our full collection of week 1 of Merry Knitmas, and it's the top 10 hats that we find are very popular in the shop at this time of the year. So now let's get on to our giveaway. So giveaway number 1 is a sock kit to get your pattern, the yarn, and some little extras in there. And all you have to do is leave a comment below and tell us your favorite holiday song or carol. Classic or modern, doesn't matter. We just like to read the comments. Each one of the comments will be entered into a random draw. We'll pick a winner on Friday. And then I will be back Friday at 5 p.m. for week 2 of Merry Knitmas. And we'll be counting down the top 10 favorites. I'll let you guess. We start with hats and we're moving down. Thanks everybody for watching. I hope you have a great evening. And I hope you're working on your Christmas knitting.